The thing that attracted me to PSI Audio is the fact that these guys are strong engineering types, and they have almost no interest in marketing. They believe that the product should be the best it can be and that people should tell each other about it. It seems to be their approach. I was finding out about PSI Audio from friends and customers in Europe who were finding them in studios and in dealers over there, and seeing that nothing was really competing with PSI on so many levels. So I reached out to them as a USA dealer to bring in the brand. And once we got a couple of pairs in here to put side by side with each other as well as other brands, we quickly realized that all of the geeky technical stuff that they talk about on their website, you hear it. It comes through. These guys are just so in depth with what they've accomplished in the analog realm. There's no digital DSP on board, and I wanted to go over a couple of those points about PSI today. AOI, or adaptive output impedance. This is a unique PSI audio technology that is a relationship between the electronics and amp and the driver itself. It controls not only the excursion, but also the damping of the driver. This results in a sound so sharp it can almost reproduce a square wave, and prevents overshoot and resonance, which means you're not hearing the speaker blur and boom, but rather draw a tight picture of your audio. AOI technology even prevents sympathetic resonance from other sources in the room, as it detects and eliminates it from interfering with what the speaker is being fed on its input. CPR, or compensated phase response. Within any multi-way speaker, you're going to have crossovers involved, so that allows each driver to perform optimally on its own. PSI has eliminated common issues at the crossover point by employing multiple filters that correct the delays and keep them in time together, which means you don't hear the crossover. You will not hear a dipped range or a hollow sound like you do with other designs. PSI Audio keeps everything flat and in focus and true to the original audio. This also means you could use multiple models from within the PSI Audio range for a surround setup as you expand and not suffer differences in phase response. In our listening experiences with the PSI Audio brand, there are definitely some key findings worth discussing. Fatigue is not an issue. These tweeters are just so smooth, yet they're open and detailed, so they don't rely on being bright or harsh. The fact that the speaker itself is so neutral in detail that it sounds more like music rather than music coming out of a box. The crossover staying out of the way is a very unique delivery of audio as well. And the fact that the speaker is actually more like a system, where you've got the electronics and the amplifier directly interacting with the chosen drivers. So you don't have to worry about matching a speaker to an amp or anything like that. There's more being accomplished in a PSI Audio speaker than just amplification. Here in the USA, ZenPro Audio is your authorized sales and service center for the PSI Audio brand. We'd be happy to get you taken care of at zenproaudio.com.